So welcome again, everyone. Um, so just a reminder to turn off your cell phone sound and ringers, any alarms that you have set. And if you're wearing a tracking device, one of those wrist devices, or even a regular wristwatch, it's a good idea to take it off of your body because they contain the same pure crystal quartz as the crystal singing bowls, and they can actually resonate with each other, not in a bad way, but it could be a distracting way for you, for your meridian lines in your body. So as we get settled in here, I'm just going to chat for a few minutes for anyone who might be new to the idea of doing sound therapy, a sound journey for deep relaxation and for stress relief, as well as maybe doing sound online. So I'll give you a little bit of my thoughts about doing sound in different ways, either online or in person or through recordings. It's all sound. It's all the same or very, very similar shapes of the sound waves. Of the vibrational frequencies are the same. There is definitely a very different experience when you're doing something in person and you're in the room where the sound therapy, the instruments are being played. It's the same thing as being in a concert hall. For an orchestral concert, for example, you can very often feel the resonance within your chest, your organ cavities, within your sinuses. Just being in the room is quite an amazing experience when something is happening live and being created. And then also when we do it online, live together, you know and I know the sound is being created at the same time that you're receiving it. So there is definitely an energetic connection to doing something live online, maybe not in person, but doing live on two ends of the receiving and the giving. Also, when you're doing it online, you hear the same sounds, the same sequences of sounds, the same combinations of sounds, the harmonics, and all those different therapeutic aspects to sound therapy. So I'm a fan. I have a lot of patients, clients who have benefited greatly from online sound. Some who need to be in their own comfortable environment, and it's difficult for them to come out, perhaps, so they can be in their jammies in have their own comfort things around them and still experience live this wonderful gift of therapeutic sound. And then recordings are, you're hearing the same thing on a recording. It's just not live. So the recordings are wonderful as well, in my opinion. If it's a good practitioner, if it's a good therapeutic session. So that's just a little bit about that. So hopefully you've had a chance to settle in and make yourself comfortable. Hopefully you're lying down. The most important thing is to not have to hold your head up. So if you need to sit, make sure that the back of your head is able to rest against the back of the chair or against a pillow behind you so that you can let go of these muscles that run down from holding the head up, down the neck. Excuse me. And so hopefully also you have something to cover your eyes and something to keep yourself warm. So We're going to begin, now that you've settled yourself and I've yacked a little bit, I'm going to begin just with some dropping in. So go ahead and cover your eyes, and let's just start with the breath. So inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. It's an important sequence. Just at your own pace. Notice your belly rising on the inhale, and the exhale is just a letting go. It's just a deflate and an exhale. Then another breath in, this one a little bit deeper. The exhale a little bit longer. Great. Now, wherever your hands are, if they're under the blanket, that's fine. Just wiggle your fingers a little bit to bring some somatic awareness to the upper body. Somatic just means body. And then the same thing with your feet. Do some sort of gentle movement with your feet to bring awareness to those large muscle groups from the waist down. Wonderful. All right, so let's soften the forehead. Let go and release those muscles. If it's hard for you to identify sort of how to release them or where they are, you can scrunch your face up, scrunch your eyes up, and then release. And sometimes that helps you to identify where those muscles are. Sometimes that's just enough to release and relax the muscles. So release your jaw. You can let your mouth drop open. This softens those bands around your eyes. Wonderful. Now, moving down the back of your head, let your head just sink down into whatever it is that you're resting on. If you're on your side, just let that side of your head really sink down in. Let gravity hold you. Let gravity take over. Then moving down to your shoulders and your shoulder blades and your spine. Just allow them to sink down into your bed or your mat or your blanket. Just letting go, letting gravity do the work. So you should feel a gentle opening of your chest when you do this. All right. So for this session, since it's a session for insomnia as well as stress relief, I'm just going to end the session very gently and quietly with a harmonious interval in the bowls. And this will allow you to drift off to sleep if you wish, or just rest for a bit to integrate and collect your thoughts before moving on. I'll sit with you here for a couple of minutes in silence, and then I'll turn off the Zoom call. All right, one more gentle breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And let's begin.